Hello everyone, welcome back to Sade's Tarot Tea. So today guys, I have been wanting to do a reading on this for so long and I haven't been able to get around to it. I don't know how long this one's gonna be with Cynthia and Ari, just because I want to get right to the point on things, and I feel like I've pulled on Ariana a lot, so I don't really feel like I need to get too much into it. But I do have a list of questions that I wanted to pull on that I've noticed going around on the internet, and some of those things are between Lena, which Lena Waithe, if you guys don't know Lena, she is a director. I believe she's a director. I watched a show that she did. I can't remember what the show was called. It was so long ago, and I think she's a great actress. I've seen her act in something. So yeah, I think she's really good at, acting, and she has her own career. And, Cynthia, I love Cynthia down, okay? But just because I love Cynthia doesn't mean, and y'all know I like Ari, I love Ari. But just because I love Cynthia and Ari and Lena doesn't mean I'm not gonna keep it real. I am so curious as to what's gonna come out about them. And I hope you guys enjoy this reading, because I've been wanting to read on this, okay? There's been so much drama with Ariana and Cynthia, and I want to get into Lena and Cynthia. So I want to go ahead and get into that, on their dynamic, and we're just going to go with it, okay? If this reading gets long, it gets long, whatever. You guys know I don't care. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this reading. Like I said, I did see Wicked. I've seen Wicked 3 times. Cynthia did incredible. Ariana did incredible. She completely blew me away. And I wasn't going to read on this just because I've watched a lot of their interviews, just basically talking about the movie. But I want to go ahead and pull on Cynthia and Ariana's dynamic and see what I get, because a lot of people have just been really up and down with them. One minute, well, mainly I've been seeing people wanting them to be together. So I want to see if they are going to stay friends, because I know that's been talked about. If, people feel like, are they going to be friends? Are they going to stay friends? So we're going to go ahead and get into that. I've been wanting to do a Cynthia and Ariana reading for a minute, like I said, since Wicked came out. But it's been talked about so much that I'm like, should I do this? Would you guys want that for me? But I'm going to do it because I want to do it, just because I love Wicked and I like Cynthia and Ari a lot. So I guess it's for me. So I want to do a side-by-side of their energies so far, how they are doing, how both of them are doing. So guys, as I shuffle, please keep in mind that my readings are for entertainment purposes only and should be taken as such, okay? So we're going to go ahead and look into Cynthia's energy and Ari's energy, how they are doing right now, okay? Okay guys, so I got a picture of them pulled up. This is the picture that I'm looking at of them both. Now if you guys don't know, Cynthia is a Capricorn, Ariana is a Cancer, so automatically with these two, they're opposites. So people are like, are Cynthia and Ariana, are they really friends? Because what the heck, Cynthia definitely has learned a lot from Ariana, and like I said guys, I've seen their interviews and stuff like that. But if they're not really cool like that, it will come out, no matter how much I want them to be really cool. If they are not cool, it will come out, okay? I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all just because I like them. As I'm pre-shuffling, we're already getting wisdom. See, they both, as I'm meditating on their energy guys, they both have learned a lot from each other. They've learned a lot from each other, and I would say too, they have a very spiritual connection. I don't know if Cynthia is I actually don't know this about her, if she's religious or if she practices some form of divination or spirituality or church, or goes to a church or practices within the church. Excuse me, I'm not saying that right. I know that Ariana is very spiritual, and I have talked about Ariana being spiritual in my past readings, and I've even predicted her going even more spiritual. And this is going to start coming through in her music too. I've predicted that. So we're going to see her, even with astrology and tarot and oracle cards, and even other forms of divination that she's leaning into. We're going to start seeing her talk more about that and being more of a guide and a spiritual guide for people. And she's going to shed this as she steps a little more out of the music industry. She will of course always come back to music, but she's going to be more of a voice of a, I want to say people like of a young voice for the youth. And she already is, but like, I don't know, like people are going to be quoting her and looking up to her. And I feel like Cynthia has already earned her wings in that way. I feel like she's actually elevated. I'm so glad I'm doing this reading, guys. I've been wanting to do this reading for a long time. Oh my God. But I feel like she's elevated Ariana a lot, and just what Ariana knows. I feel like Cynthia doesn't give herself enough credit for the things that she's instilled in Ariana, how she's grown Ariana up a lot being around her. Ariana's been looking at herself in a different way, and certain things that she's been doing in the past or the way she's moved in the past, she's really self-evaluated. And I'm feeling like these two have self-evaluated. And it's talking about too that they hold each other accountable. I feel like people think, because if it is true that Cynthia, how she got with Lena, I feel like people are like, oh yeah, they totally like give each other like a pass for the things that they've done. And that's not true. That I'm actually seeing that's not actually true. They actually hold each other accountable. Like if the other one is not communicating something, they make sure to take a step back and be like, hey, like what's going on? Are we good? You know, or if they maybe said something, or maybe they didn't move correctly in a certain way, I'm seeing that they both hold each other accountable. Because of that, with prosperity begins in the upright, they've been able to flourish and manifest things outside of wicked, or they will continue to flourish and manifest things outside of wicked. So that's very exciting as well. Possibly even getting more into prayer. I don't know if Ariana's getting more, if she's taking more of a religious direction, or maybe this is Cynthia. Like they could both be seeking, you know, spiritual guidance outside of themselves, or they use other people as like a mediator to, like, you know, help them with their friendship as well. They're going to have huge careers. I mean, our acting careers. Cynthia is having other doors open up for her. We're going to see her, of course, in bigger movies. Some movies we're not going to really understand why she's playing that role, but I'm feeling like Cynthia doesn't want to box herself in. She wants to play like roles that, you know, challenge her, like really, really challenge her, even if that means she doesn't sing in those roles. I'm also seeing Ariana wanting to, you know, to challenge herself too. I do feel like they will always support each other. Even if they don't speak every day, they will support each other. So guys, I'm gonna first pull on Cynthia's energy and see how she's doing. Okay, we're coming in a little hot on Cynthia's energy. So I did get my Love Begins card in the reverse. So this could be talking about her having self-love. Maybe she's struggling with that, or she's struggling with you know, pulling back and spending time with her loved ones. I feel like, you know, Cynthia could just be overworking herself a lot, and she's not attending to her relationship with her girlfriend, fiance. She's not attending to that. She's not able to be very present in that because she's been so busy. So I am seeing that is kind of allegedly, okay guys, allegedly, I'm picking up that is very much starting to affect her relationship, or her relationships. So Cynthia needs to pull back a little bit and allow herself to have a break, like a true break. And I know she can't really fully do that right now. I don't know if she's still in the middle of like press for Wicked. But I'm seeing that this promo and all this, it has just, it's been weighing a lot, and she had on her, and it's been weighing a lot on her dynamics around her. She's not able to fully give her attention, it's talking about, like she used to somebody or to people that, you know, are loving on her. I don't know if Cynthia wants to come out and even though she feels like it's nobody's fucking business, I don't know. Does Cynthia say fucking? I've watched interviews of her, guys, but I haven't seen her like say the F word. So yeah, I feel like she's contemplating coming out with talking about her love life, or you know, she doesn't like this rumor that has been like, it's getting out of hand. Like she doesn't like, okay, this could also be like why, when people feel like, how people feel like her and Ariana are together, and how it's like beginning to affect Lena. She feels like that's beginning to, she doesn't like that. So I wouldn't be surprised, or she's already done this, guys, let me know. Has Cynthia come out and spoken about her and Lena? Because I'm seeing it's getting really out of hand and she's sick of it. Like she's getting fucking sick of it. I'm feeling very annoyed like right now, and just like oh my god, like why are people like, you know, like she feels very overwhelmed and with the lies and the gossip, because my truth card is talking about gossip, or people spreading gossip about her relationship or her business, and her love life. And it's actually, it's crazy, you guys. I got this with the love begins and the truth card. She's just like, and it's not even Ariana that's ruining it. I almost hear Cynthia being like, Ariana, you know, Ariana is not ruining my relationship. That is not her accent. Oh my god, I can't do it, guys. But Ariana is not ruining my relationship. It's you guys, you know, you're just spreading these lies. I can't freaking do her accent right now. I'm nervous to do her accent, but I don't know, I just feel like I hear her frustrated. Like I feel like the rumors, the gossip, you know, that is what is bothering Cynthia. Like she feels like that's beginning to crawl into her relationship with, you know, I feel like this may be talking about Lena. I mean, it has to be. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if Cynthia in an interview, or she makes a post or something. Let me know, guys, has she done this yet? But yeah, I keep feeling that she wants to say something, or you know, she wants to write a post, or post Lena or something, and be like, you know, we will always have love for each other. I don't know if they're gonna break up, and then she'll post it or something, or if she's gonna speak out to quiet the gossip about her and Ari and Lena, because she doesn't like that people are coming to their own conclusions about her relationship. And like she feels like Lena is paying attention to that too. Like it's more so, I feel like Lena might be paying attention to it as well, and she's letting it affect their relationship, allegedly. But and just maybe like even the ways that she probably too wants to, you know, talk about, even with Ariana, like defending Ariana on certain things. Like maybe in the past she's wanted to do that. Aww. Ariana's feeling, I got my partnerships and alliances card in the reverse, and then triumph in the upright. For Ariana's energy, I feel like Ariana, separately from Cynthia, she feels like I wouldn't say that Ariana feels like defeated or anything, but she feels like, you know, she has to, it's not a negative card, but on one hand I'm feeling like she feels a little like she can't trust people, or it's like, who does she become friends with? Because I don't know, there's something, I don't know if this is Cynthia and Ariana, we'll see when I get more into their energy, but I am feeling like Ariana, allegedly, or maybe Cynthia wants to come out and speak more about their friendship or something like that, but I feel like Ariana is feeling, I want to say she feels like she may feel, I don't know if this is Lena causing problems, or if it's the fans that are just causing like this weird like shift in their friendship. But I'm hearing Ariana feels like she's alone right now, or she feels, even though she has Ethan and she has her family, so I'm not saying that physically she feels alone, but it's like, it feels like to me, okay, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, so Ariana is, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to listen in on Ariana's thoughts, but like allegedly, okay, but what I'm hearing is that Ariana feels like things are taken from her. Like when she starts to make a friend, or she starts to actually have somebody that really cares about her, or appreciates her, or sees like the beauty in her, and doesn't judge her, and you know, sees her for who she is, and the ways that she's healed and overcome things, you know, which Cynthia sees that, and just like the family that she's built, is talking about that she feels like that's getting destroyed or like tainted in some way, or people are trying to taint it, okay? They're trying to make problems between her and Cynthia, and she doesn't like that. And Lena, like, you know, like, they're very tapped in, guys. Like, I feel like y'all already know. Because even in interviews, they've addressed certain things, but I feel like, I don't think I've seen, I haven't seen, allegedly, guys, this is all alleged, okay? I have not seen them address this, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ariana and Cynthia get so fed up with people doing this crap to them that they end up speaking up for their friendship and the dynamic between Cynthia and her person, between her and Lena and Ari and Ethan. Because I'm seeing that Ariana wants to come out and be like, you know what? Like, it feels like she wants to defend or make a joke, or, you know, just be very, like, she's trying to decide if she wants to do it, and when the right time to do it is, but it's more so something that I feel she is dealing with in private, and probably would want to deal with in private. So we'll see if she ends up talking about it. I feel like when she, you know, Ariana feels like when she's building her team or building like partnerships or alliances, people have to ruin that for her. And she's like, no, you guys are not going to ruin this for me. Like, you guys have tainted a lot of things, even with her and Ethan. Like, you guys have tainted like a lot of things that are pure in my life, that are good. And every time I read on Ariana, I just get this fed up energy with her from the public. Like, I don't blame her. Like, I really don't. Ariana's just annoyed. Like, you know, in this current state, I don't know if more stuff has come out, but like, I know we just had the awards, so maybe she's still recovering from that. I don't know. But she feels like she has to protect, like, all the time, like, you know, and be very private, and she doesn't want to do that. Like, she doesn't want to live, like, to some degree, like, Ariana wants to keep things to herself because she's a Cancer, and that's, you know, how they are. But when it comes to like her friendships, or like people that she openly cares about, she's tired of like having to hide those things or feel ashamed, or, you know, someone coming, or rumors, or someone coming in and ruining that for her, or speaking out on things that they don't know or understand about her dynamic with people. And she feels the need to, you know, to like protect, or like maybe she even says like, everything I love turns to shit, or like when I love something it turns to shit, or like, you know, people don't respect, you know, me or what I want, and it becomes this like problem. It's like, you know, with her partnership and alliances, she feels like people ruin those things for her. And this year she really wants to focus on not allowing that to bother her so much, to quiet those noises, and, you know, to encourage the people around her, and to have a strong enough support system of those people. Because I feel like people like Ariana will try to like zero in and do the work and not care, but it starts seeping into other people, and, you know, around her, and they start acting weird with her, or they start, you know, distancing. So you know, or maybe, you know, certain people are distancing from Ariana because of the drama that tends to follow her when she does come out publicly with something, or people get word of something. You know, she just feels like, Ariana feels like she yeah, she's just, you know, yeah, she feels frustrated, honestly. That's what it feels like. And also too, she could feel this way because of the I don't know if Ariana still has a home in LA, but maybe it's the fires, you know, maybe she's trying to help with that. It could be that too, guys. But also, I know that she lives in New York, so I don't know if she's still, but you know, these celebrities that have, you know, homes everywhere. But anyway, I more so feel like with the people around her, it's hard for her to build those connections and to keep those connections strong, because she feels like people are constantly trying to cause problems, and she's having to overcome that and beat those people to the punch, is what I keep feeling. So she's like, I can't freaking win. That's what I'm getting, guys, so far in their energy. Interesting, right? Okay, guys, so the first question that I wanted to pull on is, how does Cynthia feel about Ariana? Now, guys, please keep in mind that this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, okay? So the first thing that I am picking up Now Cynthia did not say this, okay, I don't want to start drama or anything, but I'm feeling like Cynthia is ready to like move on from, although she loves Ariana, she loved working with her, okay? I'm getting my 8 of Pentacles card in the upright, and I don't feel like this is personal. I feel like Cynthia loves Ariana. She's had such a good time with her on set. I do feel like they have had some problems where they weren't seeing eye to eye with certain things, and they really had to like talk those, you know, talk it out. They had to, you know, at times, I kind of already spoke about this allegedly, I feel like there's had to been people mediate for them in certain ways to help understand each other a little more, because I feel like, you know, emotionally there was a lack of being understanding with the other one. I feel like, you know, they grew into this energy. I don't, because the 8 of Pentacles, meaning that their friendship required a lot of hard work, because they didn't, I feel like, yes, their voices clicked very well, but the chemistry between them was something that had to really be worked on. Not saying that they absolutely like hated each other, but they were just very, and they are just very different, and I feel like they do have a very spiritual connection, and I feel like that's something that really helped their relationship grow, because the 8 of Pentacles is talking about growth and, you know, working hard on your crafts, and both putting in the same amount of work, and they both pretty much went into it like a business thing, and wanting the best out of the movie and their characters, and wanting to make the movie just good and perfect, and they both had that same goal. And I feel like, you know, they helped each other learn their weaknesses, and they were patient with each other through those weaknesses. But I'm seeing that Cynthia feels like their connection, I feel like this is past energy, and I feel like this is current energy, how I'm reading their Cynthia spread towards Ariana. I feel like with the Chariot and the 8 of Pentacles, it's them moving into this work mode energy, and also outside of work, you know, cultivating that work relationship, that work dynamic, keeping it professional, you know, not letting their ego get the best of them. Of course they had moments of that, you know, there were moments where they both needed to like check their ego, and I feel like there was support around them to help them do that. I feel like they all, you know, this wasn't just a group effort. They both were like, no, we're gonna make this work. So we're not getting along in this way, okay, how can we get along, how can we make this work, how can we see past that? So it's talking about with the Chariot, like moving forward past those adversities, and just doing the job and trying to get the job done, because they both care about the project. They both care in their own way about, you know, their talents, and, you know, the people around them that are putting so much work into making this movie and making them work, you know what I mean, and making them look good. So Cynthia's appreciative of that, but now Cynthia's like, I feel she's already moving on, and she's ready to move forward in her career, and not saying that she's gonna fully forget about Ariana, but it feels like it's more so like the drama, you know, the 10 of Swords is out, and I have to acknowledge that the 10 of Swords is out, which is talking about like, the 10 of Swords doesn't always mean betrayal. It can mean embarrassment, or, you know, their connection just causes too much controversy. Like, I'm seeing that Cynthia's getting sick of that. Like, it's not feeling like it's towards Ariana. It feels like she's tired, which I already talked about in her energy, because this came out in her energy separate from Ariana, guys, okay? So it's talking about that Cynthia is just tired of the backlash of them being friends, whether that be people talking about them being together, you know, making up stories, you know, she doesn't like that they can't just be like cool with each other, or like there has to be like something, you know what I mean? There has to be some type of like betrayal or gossip or problem, you know. And 9 of Swords upright, it's gotten her very frustrated. She feels like people are also going to start putting her and Ariana against each other, and she feels like that's already kind of been happening, or people have already, you know, started the problem with that. Like, oh, you know, especially maybe that she feels this way too because they're in award season. So she feels like, you know, she has to like defend herself a lot with the Nine of Swords, or defend her relationship with Ariana a lot. And she's not used to that. You know, Cynthia'S not used to having to defend her dynamics with people. She's not used to having to speak up for herself a lot, or, you know, and it's fame, you know, this fame that she, not necessarily the fame, it's like this dream that she wanted is causing her a lot of stress. And I would say too, for Ariana, it's causing Ariana a lot of stress as well. And sometimes it's causing Ariana to feel isolated. And I feel like it's also causing both of them to feel a little detached from each other in some ways. Like, maybe we shouldn't be so close because people, you know, are making our friendship, you know, something that it's not, you know, and they're causing this like weird tension between each other because we're not sure how we need to move with each other. That's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel like, you know, it doesn't feel like they dislike each other. It doesn't feel like Cynthia dislikes Ariana. It just, it's something that, you know, she's ready to like let go of and move out of, because she's tired of, you know, just so many problems going on with Ariana, like being close to Ariana. And I feel like, I'm wondering if they've talked about this, or if Ariana has apologized, you know, a lot of times for, you know, drama, you know, because Ariana's aware that no matter who she's around or who she dates or whatever, who she's friends with, there's always some type of like problem that follows Ariana. And now it's starting to spew into Cynthia, and I'm seeing that Cynthia'S kind of wanted to distance herself because of it. But it's not because Ariana's a bad person. It's not because she doesn't trust Ariana. It's more so because she feels like, you know, she has to sabotage their connection because it's starting to spew into her personal life, and is starting to, their connection is sabotaging in a way she feels. How do I say this, guys? Like, it's becoming the main thing that people are focusing on instead of like the movie. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Like, Cynthia'S not happy about that, and it's causing her a lot of stress. It's causing her a lot of stress. And to the point where she's like, I love Ariana. You guys need to stop with this shit, okay? Like, we're not together like that. It's not like that. We're cool. We're best friends. We love each other. And it's not an act. She feels like people think that their friendship is an act when it's not. Like, it's really not. But they have had, you know, problems in private that they've had to work through. And, you know, she's okay admitting that, you know, and keeping that to herself and between her and Ariana. So the Five of Pentacles is upright, okay, with the Sun card in the reverse. So I feel like that's telling me that Cynthia wants to dead this connection, honestly. Like, it's, you know, no offense to Ariana, allegedly. I'm seeing Cynthia once Wicked Part 2 comes out, I'm even feeling like Cynthia'S dreading, you know, a little bit. She's dreading the press, because although she is excited to promote Wicked 2, I'm seeing that she's kind of dreading it, honestly, because of people just being invasive with their friendship, you know, coming to their own conclusions about things, trying to cause drama between them both. And, you know, the fact that she feels in her personal life that she has to distance herself, because I'm seeing that Cynthia wants to distance herself. With the Sun card, guys, what was, you know, very playful, fun, childlike, even this is telling me that their friendship is very playful. It's very childlike in some ways. And they're both very creative, and they nurture each other's creativity. Also, you know, Ariana could be pulling away a little bit too, and Cynthia may not be handling that well. You know, they could be growing apart already, and in some ways, at least emotionally, and they're trying to hold it together because of all this bullshit that's been coming out, and they're trying to hold it together. I also feel like, I'm gonna say this, I don't feel like, again, this doesn't have to do with Ariana, okay? So I do feel like Cynthia feels like people are focusing on the wrong thing, and they're not giving her, in some ways, she feels like she's not fully getting the recognition that she deserves. The praise or the accolades that she deserves. Like, yes, people are saying how great she did, but it's being overshadowed too much by her relationship with Ariana, and Cynthia likes to keep things very professional, even though we do see her being playful with Ariana and how, you know, supportive they are of each other. It's talking about that, you know, she's feeling like she's not getting exactly the praise that she would want, or she's worried that her relationship with Ariana is going to keep overshadowing her accolades in the future, or just her role, you know. I feel like maybe she feels also outside of Wicked, I feel like she's worried about being typecasted, or she's worried that people will only see her as Elphaba, and, you know, she feels like that's gonna stifle her creativity, even as an artist, as a singer. It's about if she can transition. She's worried about the transitioning process of it, even though she's trying her best not to like limit herself to that, but like, you know, she's worried about that. So I'm not, even though I'm pulling on Cynthia and Ariana, guys, I'm not feeling like this has to do with fully with Ariana. It's more of like, I think Cynthia's also worried too that the connection between her and Ariana is gonna go south, you know, like that Ariana's not gonna be as close with her. I think Ariana has the same fear, I feel, or that they're not gonna be able to work together anymore. Like she's gonna miss that. Like she's gonna miss working with Ariana and being creative with her. She feels like without Ariana providing that safe space, because I feel like Ariana provided a heavy safe space for her and allowed, you know, not just, you know, John and the rest of the cast, but like, I don't know, I feel like Ariana went above and beyond to make sure that Cynthia felt seen, and like, you know, even made sure that Cynthia was getting paid very well, or was getting enough of the spotlight, or was also making sure, I know that Ariana did some of the vocal cuts or production, excuse me, she did the vocal production for Cynthia, so I feel like that's also, it's talking about that, whereas, you know, Ariana helped Cynthia a lot. I feel like there's worry that this could be more Ariana's end, that Cynthia won't remember that or keep that close to her. Okay, let's move into how Ariana feels about Cynthia. Okay guys, so the next question I wanted to pull on is, how does Ariana feel about Cynthia? So I feel like Ariana is wanting the best for Cynthia as far as like expansion and growth, and wanting the best for her and wanting her to, I feel like Ariana wants Cynthia to succeed, and she wants you know, Cynthia to get all of the opportunities that she deserves, and she sees her growing more in the industry and growing more in her craft, and really, you know, making a name for herself in America, you know what I mean? And even possibly having a house out here and doing more business out here. Like I feel like, I don't know if, you know, Ariana has like read on Cynthia and told her this, but like I feel like she like sees her like moving around for work and like doing, you know, just broadening her resume and broadening what she, you know, the characters that she plays. And just like, I'm seeing that Ariana wants the best for Cynthia. Like I'm not seeing you know, any bad blood, but Ariana is ready to move forward in her career, and she feels like she's grown a lot and learned a lot from Cynthia, and really taken in things that really taken in like their memories. And you know, she doesn't really, with the Four of Cups, she feels like there was really never like a dull moment with Cynthia. Like she had like a really, or has a really good time with her, and she feels like they're very honest with each other. They don't hide things from each other. They tell things to each other like it is. Like even if it has caused them, they do try to be mindful of what they say to each other, but even if it's caused them issues in the past, like they still try to like talk it out. She does feel like Cynthia could be guarded or a little defensive at times, allegedly. You know, so she, you know, I feel like it's taught Ariana to let go of certain things as far as like her pride and her ego, and it's grown, you know, Ariana up a lot. And she loves how Cynthia stands her ground. You know, she loves that Cynthia doesn't, you know, she doesn't take people's shit. You know, Ariana is the same way, but I don't know, Cynthia just does it in a different way that Ariana didn't realize you can do that in. And I feel like she's grown a lot from being around Cynthia, and Cynthia's grown a lot being around Ariana. I do feel like they've had their immature moments, but they've learned from those immature moments, or they're learning through each other through those immature moments. And that happens, you know. No friendship, no relationship, whatever, none of that is perfect, you know what I mean, guys? Like, you have to learn from that person, and if you work closely with them, you have to learn, you know. But yeah, I feel like she wants the best for her, and there was never, like, she has really good memories with her. There was never really like a dull moment, or they didn't stay in their emotions like too long. Like, if there was an issue, they talked about it, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't just sit there and, you know, hold resentment, because I take my Four of Cups as like holding resentment, or the other one getting more of something and the other one resenting them for it. I'm not seeing that. I feel like they equally share the spotlight. They equally care about each other. I do want to say, though, I feel like I got my Knight of Wands. I feel like they're very, you know, loving with each other, touchy with each other. I do feel like, allegedly, but we see that they're very, like, cool with each other like that. But I do feel like Ariana, not me airing her out, I feel like she thinks Cynthia cute. I feel like there's, allegedly, I feel like there's some attraction. Has Ariana come out as bi? I know people have like joked about it, but is she bisexual, guys? But I know Cynthia is. But yeah, Knight of Wands, I feel like Ariana openly, like, just loves on Cynthia, expresses how she feels. Yeah, just really loves on her and is playful with her. And, you know, I don't know if they tell, like, some weird ass jokes together, like some jokes that could be borderline sexual. Yeah, I feel like Four of Pentacles in the upright, I do feel like Ariana needs to let go of holding on to Cynthia. I feel like Ariana just be grabbing on Cynthia, or she, you know, she's very, like, possessive over her. Ariana is very possessive over Cynthia. I think we can see that. We have had, like, a little bit of, like, conflict because my Six of Cups is in the reverse, so that's telling me that there have been a little bit of conflict and them needing to work past it and, like, be on the same page. But it feels like that's normal to me, guys. I don't think any connection is perfect, you know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna get along like 24/7. So, not saying that they completely, like, hate each other, okay, guys? They don't. They don't. Yeah, they have a lot of love and respect for each other. Ariana has a lot of love and respect for Cynthia, and I'm getting my Three of Cups in the reverse, which is talking about Ariana hates that people feel like she's gonna home wreck their dynamic, her and Lena's dynamic. She's like, why are y'all saying that? I ain't going home wreck. Okay, guys, so which brings me to my next question. Are Ari and Cynthia just friends? Because I was feeling some Knight of Wands and Ariana's energy, just saying. Okay, guys, so my next question is, are Ari and Cynthia just friends? So I am seeing that there was, this is all alleged, okay, guys? I am seeing that there was a shakeup in their dynamic of, there's a third party situation coming out, okay, with the Three of Swords. I feel like Cynthia and Ariana are trying to overcome it. It feels like there may have been them taking some space for a little bit from each other, you know, just to sort out what's going on in their friendship or their dynamic, because they were getting really close, and it was threatening people around them. So even I'm even feeling Ethan was feeling a little threatened, allegedly. Ethan was feeling, I don't have his energy out, but I'm feeling Ethan was feeling a little threatened by, even though he understands, like, that they're friends, and, like, he's not, like, fully worried, but I feel like he's a little like, okay, you guys are a little too, or he was, like, just getting jealous, you know. There's been jealousy in their friendship, or about their friendship. So it feels like it's more so like other people, you know, have been getting in their heads separately, and it's kind of been manifesting in their friendship a bit, like where they've been needing to talk about it and really take some space from each other and really figure out what's going on, because they are so close and, like, people are confused about their connection. I'm seeing that they've had to, like, you know, with the Knight of Pentacles, like, take some space. But honestly, they both feel like, you know, that I'm feeling like they're not together like that, guys. I do feel like there was something going on where people, you know, where people were questioning, and, like, people were getting hurt because, like, these two are so close that they would, you know, choose each other over the other one. Like, I don't know, I feel like I don't know, I just feel like Okay, I feel like Cynthia would be on the phone talking to Ariana for like hours. Not just about the, you know, the movie or whatever, but I feel like she'd be on the phone talking to, you know, Ariana for hours, and vice versa. Ariana would be on the phone talking to Cynthia for hours. And, you know, because they're very proud of this movie. They're proud of their friendship. They're proud of their dynamic. But I am seeing that they're going to end up separating or putting space between them. And we probably, like, after the Wicked movie, we'll see them, like, there's no bad blood. I don't feel like they'll, like, hate each other, like I keep saying, guys. But I feel like we will see them talk and, like, be cool and cordial with each other. But after this movie, they're not going to be, like, close like that. And that happens, you know what I mean? Like, it happens. But because, you know, I'm feeling with this Three of Swords, you know, I feel like somebody's, you know, like, in their dynamic trying to make them choose the friendship or them. Like, somebody in their relationships allegedly is feeling very threatened. And so it's causing, and this could be also the public, but it's causing, like, some weird friction or division that they feel they are needing to put up to protect, you know, their friendship. Because I'm seeing it's beginning to not get pleasant for them, you know. Yeah, I'm not seeing they're together, guys. I'm getting my Five of Pentacles upright and my Sun card in the reverse. I did get my Three of Swords, my Six of Wands, the Strength card, and the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, they're definitely not together. Nope, they're friends. I feel like there is a little, you know, them liking, having attraction, liking, you know, each other for certain things, acknowledging those things that they like in one another, and, you know, they are each other's types in certain ways. I feel like they have, you know, they are opposite in a lot of ways, but they're also, like, the same. Yeah, I eventually see them, yeah, with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. I feel like they're gonna walk away from this dynamic once the movie wraps, and we're not gonna really, you know, see them like that. They're just doing this for promo and you know, but I feel like it's not looking good for their partners. I feel like this could be why I'm feeling the partners are feeling like, what the fuck? Yeah, as I said, that the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like I want to say as a money grab with the Ace of Pentacles, like, you know, they're playing this up a little, you know, they're playing it up a little about the connection between them. They're playing it up. I feel like somebody's in denial about their feelings, though. I'm gonna say that. Somebody's a little in denial. But I feel like they're remaining friends. I don't feel like they're together like that, guys. I would have said they're not together like that. No, and I don't think they will be. Alright, guys, so moving into how does Lena feel about Ariana, okay? Ooh. You guys, I keep feeling like, this is alleged, okay? But I keep feeling Lena, I feel like she's kind of had to ask Ariana to calm it down somewhat. Or she feels like or maybe she's told Cynthia, like, can you just make Ariana calm it down a little bit? Or can you guys calm it down a little bit? Like, I feel like she's asked for them to calm their friendship down a little bit. Whether that be because of the gossip or, yeah, it's been affecting her. She doesn't, as I figured. So the first thing I'm hearing is that Lena, to start off on a positive note, I feel like Lena is very proud of both of them. She does like their friendship. She likes that they work well together, and, you know, I feel like they've all had fun and, like, laughed together. I don't feel like it's been just drama or anything like that. I'm not, because I got my Three of Cups. Now, some people could say that, ooh, was there, you know, something that happened there with the Three of Cups? You guys connect the dots. But I'm feeling like no. I feel like she, for the most part, likes their friendship. She loves that. I don't know if Cynthia doesn't get close to people like that, or she's just like, you know, I mean, she is a Capricorn, so I don't know if, you know, Lena feels like Cynthia, you know, she wants her to make, like, more friends and just, like, be more social, because I feel like Cynthia is a homebody, and I feel like, she's introverted mainly, like, and she keeps to herself about things, and she feels like there's great benefits that have come with being cool with Ariana, like, you know, Cynthia being cool with Ariana and then working on this movie together. She feels like, you know, Ariana's helped Cynthia, you know, in so many ways that, you know, Lena feels like she couldn't have done. You know, it's kind of like another woman doing like the heavy work. You know, this person coming in and they're their whole self, and they're healing. Like, she's seeing Cynthia like heal her inner child, or heal things about herself that, you know, her and Lena just couldn't work through, or just certain things. Like, there is a little bit of like, I wouldn't say that Lena is like, she does feel like they're very close, but she's not fully threatened by that, because I don't know, like, I'm not feeling like, you know, Lena's very like super threatened by Ariana. It's more of like, I wish like because Lena feels like she's possessive, you know, like Lena's a Taurus. So I got my Four of Pentacles, which is like telling me that Lena's like she's just very possessive. And I did look up Lena's chart. She does have her Mars in Scorpio. So she's a very possessive person. So it's more of like, I'm jealous, or I feel a little threatened that you're bringing these things out of Cynthia. Like, she feels like when Cynthia's around Ariana, like, she becomes very like playful and very light, you know, very light. And I'm not saying that Cynthia's heavy when she's with Lena, but it feels like with them it's like business, and it's like a lot of times it's planning, it's them being serious, unless they're being, you know, of course, like intimate, then they're not. But I don't know, it's, you know, Lena is she's a little like, how would you bring that out of her? You know, that's like what it feels like I've been waiting for, with the Seven of Pentacles, I've been waiting for, you know, Cynthia to be like this, and you just pulled it out of her. Girl, that's a water sign. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, Lena. That's a fucking water sign. Especially a Cancer. A Cancer can just pull shit out of people, and it's like, it's a fucking superpower, okay? They could just pull, like, you know, I don't know, like, I feel like she feels, you know, Lena feels like Cynthia isn't like that with her. You know, she is emotional in some ways with her, and there is, you know, of course, because they've been together for a minute, so there's that level of being open. But I don't know, they both feel like, Lena and Cynthia feel like they're still a little guarded with each other still, whereas, you know, and Cynthia is like, or excuse me, Lena is like, how did you get her to open up? How did you get her to be emotional like that, in that way? It's more of like, you know, Lena's wanting to learn from Ariana, but also kind of like holding that over, like being resentful towards her about it. That's what I feel. It's not more so like, oh, I'm worried that Cynthia's gonna leave me. It's like, no, like, how can you get her to be how do you get her to be playful? How do you get her to be like this? You know, it's like when you see your partner act one way with their friends, and you're like, I never see you act like that. You know, that's how it feels. Like, it feels like Lena's like, what the heck? She don't act like that with me. You know, that's how it feels to me. Because I feel like when Cynthia's around Lena, she can be very like, yes, a little playful, but business at the same time. She more so is business and in serious. And I don't know, I want to say even maybe a little, I don't want to say fully boring, but I don't know, Lena just feels like Ariana brings out a more playful, light-hearted, light energy out of Cynthia. But she's had, you know, Lena's had, you know, fun. You know, they invite her. I'm seeing when, you know, Ariana and Cynthia go out, they don't go out without Lena or Ethan. Like, they've all like hung out, and they've all been cool with each other. Maybe it's not all the time, but like for the most part, they've, you know, Lena has hung out with them, and they've partied together, or drank together, or whatever. So I would say that Lena has in the past been a little worried of, you know, Cynthia getting bored of her, or, you know, getting bored or tired of, because I feel like Lena, she is a Taurus, so this makes sense with Scorpio. So I feel like, you know, Lena has been afraid of, you know, Cynthia like leaving her, because of how, you know, Lena worries a lot, and how she's just very like, I don't know if hypercritical is the word, but she feels like she could be like very stubborn, hypercritical, you know, like things her way, and maybe controlling, and about her money. And so this is teaching, you know, Lena in a way to be not like, to be the fun in the relationship, and not be so serious, because I feel like they're both like, you know, Cynthia is, you know, she's more of that homebody. I want to be that, you know, kind of like businesswoman, but also like focus on my career, but also be like present in my relationship. But because of this movie, she's not able to fully do that. And you know, I am seeing that Lena is worried that they're gonna end because of this, because of their career, because they're too busy, or because they don't cater to the relationship, because they're not working on the relationship. So I'm actually seeing Lena wanting to like lock down and like really work on their relationship, and also work on her career and get her goals up. Like she's really locking in and getting her goals up, and you know, getting into her creative bag and doing things that make her happy, and setting herself up, because she sees that Cynthia is set up. Like she's setting, this Wicked movie set her up pretty much. So I'm wondering too if there's a little bit of fear that Cynthia will outgrow her and will surpass her. Maybe, you know, Lena's a little competitive. Lena, are you competitive? Girl, you have to be competitive with that Taurus and that Scorpio. I hope Lena isn't acting like, oh, I need to, you know, how those couples when they start competing with each other, like, because one is having more success than the other, so the other one starts feeling like inferior. That's kind of how I was feeling, that Lena might be a little feeling inferior of, even though she's happy for Cynthia, allegedly, okay guys, allegedly. It's about her like looking at herself like, okay, I need to have a big come up too. I need to, even though I've had, not saying that Lena hasn't had some success in her career, but like, I feel like she's being hard on herself and comparing herself. Even though she likes powerful women. Why are you doing that, Lena? I don't know why I said her name like that. I'm wondering too if Lena has given her an ultimatum. I see that they've been very back and forth, indecisive on their connection as well. And it feels like too, it's been kind of like an intimate connection mainly. Like, oh, they're there, like they work and then they are intimate and then they work. You know, that's what it feels like. I don't know. They need to cultivate. They need to really, which I'm seeing Lena wants to do. Like she wants to really work on their dynamic and work on their relationship. But also work on her stuff. You know, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, she freaking loves Cynthia. Like she's seeing her as the Queen of Pentacles, and she's wanting to see herself as the Queen of Pentacles and get her money up, get her bag up, because she sees that, you know, of course she's happy for Cynthia, but it's like, oh, Cynthia's having this major come up. So it's like, you know, allegedly it's making Lena like reflect on her stuff. Like, okay, I need to get my shit up. Or, you know, Cynthia could be pushing her to do that, you know, or encouraging her. Because maybe, you know, there is some form of, you know, Lena not feeling like she's doing enough, or that she, you know, that she could lose Cynthia very quickly. I am feeling that there is going to be a breakup for Lena and Cynthia, unfortunately. I feel like if they haven't already, or I don't feel like they have, but I feel like there's going to be an ending, a painful ending with them, unfortunately. I don't see them continuing. Yeah, Six of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, they're going to break up if they haven't already. This is kind of getting into their relationship even more, but I know I was talking about Lena and Ariana, but so Lena, I feel like her and Cynthia got bigger problems than Ariana, guys. Honestly, I feel like, yes, there is a little bit of Lena being like, okay, you guys are like doing a lot, like chill. I know you guys have a movie to promote, but chill. I also feel like it's mainly Lena just putting a lot of like, you know, pressure on and being a control freak and trying to control the narrative of their relationship, and getting worried and that she's not enough or she's not doing enough, and using that as motivation to like work harder, because she's like, okay, well, all this stuff is happening allegedly, okay guys, all this stuff is happening for Cynthia, but like, you know, just kind of her pouting a little bit, like, I'm trying to manifest these things and I'm trying to work on my goals, and there's things that I want to do that I have not done yet, and I want to be able to, you know, I want, you know, Cynthia to come to my stuff and be proud of me, and you know, I don't want to say chauffeur me around, but be my wing woman, you know, and, you know, watch me and be proud of me. And it's a lot of like me, like Lena's like me, like it feels like me. Like that's what I keep hearing. Like Cynthia is like thriving in her bag and she's being present in her career, but it's been hard for her to do that with, you know, she also kind of feels guilty because it's like, allegedly, I feel like she feels a little guilty because just Lena has, you know, things that she wants to accomplish. And, you know, I feel like they're starting to happen a little bit, but she doesn't want to live in that shadow. She wants to come up in her career so that they're both a power couple and it's not one person, like one-sided, off balance, you know, it's not off balance and one person having more of the success, having more of the fame. And, you know, people going, oh my God, you're Cynthia'S fiance, or you're Cynthia'S girlfriend, you know, like, I don't know, Lena's kind of prideful in that way. She doesn't want people to be like, oh, allegedly, she doesn't want people to be like, oh my God, aren't you with that one girl that played Alphaba? Lena's gonna be like at first she'll be like, oh, that's cool, thanks, yeah. Or maybe she's been getting it. And she wants to be her own person, and she's struggling with that. I feel like this power dynamic is gonna cause them to break up. Yeah, as I said, that death card. And I feel like, you know, this relationship between them both has been it's been hard, it's been rocky, and I'm feeling like it's nearing time to end because they're both going to go in their separate directions and get inspired without each other, and it's going to create more room for creativity and for them to elevate on their own and separately in their careers. And it's going to bring in new opportunities, you know. So it's not a bad thing once they finalize the breakup. It's not a bad thing. They're going to be moving forward. I got my Chariot card, the Death card, and the Sun. So it's like, I feel like they're going to try not to end on bad terms, and they're going to try maybe to even like be cordial or be kind of friends. If they want to be, that option is there. Yeah, I feel like they're going to end. Is coming up. So I'm gonna say within this year or next year, I see them breaking up. I kind of want to say this year. Hey guys, so next I want to go ahead and move into Ariana and Ethan. I want to see how Ethan feels about Cynthia, and then what's going on between Ariana and Ethan. And then my last question, I think it will be about Lily. So, and then I'll end the video. Aww. Ethan loves Cynthia. Two of Cups. I do think that he's been a little like, you know, wanting just to be near Ariana. I think that's more so what it is. And Ariana's just like, where's Cynthia? So it feels like it's mainly because of Ariana, where Ethan's been a little like, okay. But he understands. I did say that, guys. He understands, and he doesn't let that, like, you know, get in between them too much. Like, sometimes he may joke. He may be like, oh, where's your girlfriend? Like, I feel like Ethan be like, so where's your girlfriend? Allegedly. Like, he messes with her. Or where's your other half? Where's your work wife? Maybe they even have a running joke that that's her work wife. I don't know. Ooh, there's a big tower moment coming up for Ethan. I wonder what this is about. There's a big tower moment coming up for Ethan. Okay, so I feel like, you know, honestly, guys, I feel like Ethan wants the best for Cynthia. I feel like he loves, for the most part, he likes the dynamic between her and Ari, and between her and Ariana. And I feel like, you know, they've cultivated a cool friendship too, and they're cordial, and he keeps his distance from, you know, Cynthia. He doesn't, I'm not saying that he talks to her all the time or that they talk like a lot, or like, you know, without Ariana there, but I'm feeling like they definitely are cool, but they're cordial. You know, they're very cordial. They enjoy each other's company whenever they're around each other, and they laugh and they joke, and there's a lot of, you know, their friendship has grown a lot, and it's because of Ariana. Like, it's grown a lot. So she adores Ethan. I feel like Cynthia adores Ethan. Yeah, I feel like they don't really talk like that with the Death card. I feel like they're not really close like that. I've already said that, and you know, after the movie wraps, they won't really talk like that. So yeah, they're cool, but you know, Cynthia, honestly, Cynthia doesn't really, she's not really close to him like that, but they talk here and there. I'm saying Cynthia, though, she feels bad for what's been happening with Ethan and Ariana. She feels bad that they've been getting a lot of hate. Yeah, she's been mad about it. Like, very protective with the Emperor, the Six of Swords. She's been very, like, protective over Ethan, over their connection, over helping them to both heal in certain ways. Like, she's played a big role in that, and helping them live, you know, their truth within that. I don't know. She's played a very, yeah. He's played a very big role. Something happened between, I'm not gonna, there's something that Cynthia found out that happened between, I don't feel like this is the cheating thing. I feel like it's something else. I feel like they went through something really heavy. Cynthia knows about it. I feel like Ethan and Ariana went through something very private that was bad, and like, you know, Cynthia'S gained a lot of respect for their dynamic. Yeah. Yeah, she's gained a lot of respect. She does feel allegedly that their connection may not be the healthiest all the time, because it's more of like they both are allegedly, okay, Cynthia didn't say this. I'm saying I feel. You know, she feels like they're, I don't know, like maybe they're not the best for each other when it comes to like their growth and the way, you know, just them together. I don't know. It's like, you know, when you could feel that somebody's like they're not right for each other. So I feel like Cynthia feels like, yeah, I feel like Cynthia. Oh my god. Cynthia'S watched Ariana do a few toxic things. That's what I'll say. But they still they talk about it though. They talk about it. Ethan, I want to pull on how's Ariana and Ethan. And as I said that, how Ariana and Ethan are. So guys, I'm pulling on how Ariana and Ethan are. With the Ace of Cups, I got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And I got the Empress in the reverse. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm gonna either, okay, so it's either saying that unfortunately Ariana, something really big happened with her and Ethan where it caused them to have a lot of issues. Now the Empress in the reverse can mean that, you know, one of them is not nurturing the relationship anymore. They don't care about the relationship anymore. Like that with the Ace of Cups is talking about unrequited love, and the Empress is in the reverse. So obviously you guys can tell that's Ariana. I feel like she's feeling overwhelmed with this connection. Like with Ethan, I feel like it's been a lot to be with him, and you know, she's just really like feeling like she wants to detach from it. I picked up on this from her the last time, and you know, I know that we've been seeing them out together, and they've been taking pictures together. So but yeah, I feel like sorry Ariana, I'm gonna expose you. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna say it, guys. I feel like Ariana isn't really happy with him. I feel like this connection feels like it's burdening her, or maybe just the drama around them is burdening her, and she's leaning on her support system a lot and her friends a lot to help her not feel this way. So they could just be going through a really rough time right now. But also Ariana went through something really heavy, so I don't know if this is, you know, if she's sick or she got sick, or if there was a possible, I think I said this in her last reading, if she possibly, allegedly, guys, okay, I don't know, the Empress can mean miscarriage, okay, in the reverse. Like Ariana, I'm so sorry if you miscarried. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Allegedly, guys, she could have had a possible miscarriage. Yeah, and it's causing like them to have issues. Maybe it was due to stress, like for the reason of her not being able to take care of her health. But I'm seeing she's been going through it with certain things, like her mental health and just nurturing herself. Because the Empress, it doesn't have to mean pregnancy. It could mean that, you know, you're not nurturing yourself, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not putting the right things in your body, you're not taking your, you know, if you're prescribed a certain medication, or you're not going to your therapist, you're not doing things that you normally do to take care of yourself. You're out of balance. and or your creative vision is overpowering you taking care of yourself. And so I feel like it's a lot of these things actually, but I am pulling on her and Ethan. So I feel like they've been going through it really heavily, where Ariana just feels very overwhelmed by the connection and like she doesn't want to do it anymore. That's what it feels like. There's been a lot of stress in their relationship, a lot of stress, and she's trying to put on an she's appearing in the public with a brave face, but it's been like a lot for her, not just with Ethan, just the the crap that she's been dealing with. I feel like there's definitely still sexual attraction between them. I feel like, but that's what it feels like they're leaning on. And it feels like they're back and forth with each other, like they're very inconsistent. Yeah, there's a lack of growth in this Three of Pentacles, or this needing to go somewhere, or wanting it to go somewhere. With the Eight of Cups, yeah, guys, I'm gonna say this, but I'm really surprised. I think what's been holding them there is that they're very, like, the sexual connection has been holding them there. Like the intimacy has been holding them there. I would say the playfulness has been holding them there, like that they're very playful together. They both share the same anxiousness type of energy and awkward type of energy, so that's been holding them there. But I don't know, this connection has been causing Ariana to feel very burdened. And she can't relax. She can't relax in this relationship. I also feel like Ethan watches her a lot. I feel like he'd be worrying that she's gonna cheat on him. Yeah, damn. I don't see this relationship growing anymore, guys. I mean, if they decide to get married, because I do feel like that was talked about, and I said that in my last reading. I don't see their marriage lasting. Gosh, Ariana, I hope you don't get married to him, because I don't see it lasting, girl. But yeah, I feel like it's been a lot of issues. I keep getting reversals too. Yeah, I feel like they're not really gonna keep committing to this. They have their days where they're good, but there's been a lot of stress in their relationship, and Ariana, but it's more like Ariana's prideful too. So she's like, well, I want this to work because of all the problems we've been having. And Ethan is more of like, I feel that same way too a little bit, but if it's not working, it's okay. Like, even though he does want to be with her, but it feels like in a way she's detaching, so he's detaching. And I've said that Ethan feels like that. Like he's tit for tat. It's like, if you're gonna move that way, then I'm gonna move that way. That must be an air sign thing and fire sign. He does have his Mars in Aries, I believe. Yeah, with the Lovers, yeah, in the reverse. Yeah, I'm wondering if we're gonna find out about this soon, guys. If we're gonna find out about this soon, or I'll be real. They could very well get engaged, and I'll be really surprised. Fuck, man, I'll be surprised, because I'm feeling like they're not doing well. Like, they're okay, but they're not. They don't feel good. Obviously, they'll probably make it till this year because they have to promote Wicked for good. But after Wicked, they're gonna break up. Who knows? They may decide to hold on because we're expecting it. Watch. Because I am feeling like Ariana's prideful, and she's kind of determined to make this work with Ethan, or at least to play the role that they're still together. Allegedly, because of all the crap that's come out about them. Okay, so the last question I want to pull on is, how does Lily feel? How is she doing? And I did see that she came out in an article and spoke about how it's been like just a nightmare of having to be reminded. And I don't know why, I feel like I said something like that in my reading. I think I was like, yeah, Lily doesn't like, I can't remember. I feel like I alluded to something like this, but I can't remember. Yeah, Lily is just focusing on her work. She's focusing on building for her and her son. She's been throwing herself into work. Yeah, I'm seeing that she's not happy right now. It's been really hard for her to date, and it's been, because when I was feeling her energy originally, guys, like I was feeling like she was trying to move on, and even she's been like, you know, here and there talking to people, like she's been trying to date and like get out there, even though she is focusing on her son and her job. Like she's had moments, they're brief moments, but she's had moments where she's been you know, here and there dating, and they haven't really worked out. So she's been, you know, focusing on herself and trying to heal herself and build up her trust, because she lost a lot of trust. Yeah, I feel like she's gonna move too. Like I feel moving for her. She wants to move to an area where nobody really, ooh, good luck, where people really wouldn't know who she is. She wants to move. Four of Cups, she's, you know, she's been really like, this whole thing with Wicked has just been thrown in her face, and she hates it. But she's like, you know what, I'm not gonna let this get me down. I'm actually gonna step more into my, she's like, I'm not gonna let this get me down. I'm gonna, you know, create a path for myself, create a name for myself, and not let this defeat me, you know, even though I do feel like low right now. But she's also coming out as the Queen of Wands, so she's, you know, getting her confidence back, which is really cool. Good job, Lily. She's getting her confidence back, which is good. You know, she's doing things to shut it off, to turn a blind eye. She doesn't really go on social media like that, I'm seeing. She'll just focus on work, her son, and if she does want to date, you know, she dates. I'm not seeing that she really is trying to move on right now. She's trying to heal and like focus on her son and her career, and her clients. I do see a heavy fire sign though coming in for her. I see a guy, he has power, or he's very powerful. He has money. Honestly, I feel like he might, I'm wondering if he's like a king, or he's in some form of like royalty. Like if she goes overseas, I feel like she'll meet somebody overseas. I don't know if like from traveling, if it's she's gonna travel when she does decide to, you know, date, or if this man just comes from money, or if he comes from status, or he's like you know, a leader of some sort. Maybe he's in the political space, or he's in some higher power where, you know, people look up to him a lot. He has like a lot of pressure on him. People look up to this man a lot. So he's in a high status. I'm wondering if Lily is gonna start turning to God more. I don't know if she's already religious, but yeah, she's really, I feel like Lily's gonna be with somebody where they're gonna start serving their community. Like she's gonna get into that, like helping people. I know she already does, like I think she's like a doctor or something, guys. I can't remember what she does, but I see her getting more into the community spaces and like helping people that, you know, are in need, and her meeting her person through that. Like I feel like she's gonna volunteer at like food banks, or maybe it's like homeless shelters or the church or something like that. Like I see her meeting, so maybe he's a pastor, but I see her meeting somebody through that. Yeah, he's in higher power. Whoever this is, Lily, whoever this is, just be very careful. His anger, he's a bit abrupt with his anger. Okay, he's very direct and just aggressive, but he's an authoritative figure for sure. He's an authoritative figure. She's gonna get with somebody in higher power. I don't know if this is a CEO type of person, or if it's a pastor, or if it's something like that, but maybe he helps out in the community. But yeah, so look out for that, guys. If Lily comes out and starts talking about it, like I feel like she could possibly, you know, this person will be a man of God, or he'll be, maybe he's both. He'll be in the political space, but he'll keep God very front and center, and he'll be out on, you know, with the protests, and he'll be like a leader with his words in some ways, and he'll be a guide to people, and he's very like giving and caring and protective. Yeah, she's gonna get married again. Oh, that's good. Lily's gonna get married again. She's gonna get married to this man. I see another marriage for her and a kid. So you guys don't feel bad for her, of course, but she's gonna come out on top. She's definitely gonna get, hopefully this man is not too direct with her, but I feel like she'll be able to handle it, but he is gonna be a little aggressive. I don't know, maybe it's with Ethan. He could already be a father. He could already be a dad. Yeah. or he's gonna be a, you know, he's gonna really father her son. He's gonna co-parent with her very well. Yeah, I see Lily getting into this relationship with his man. Okay, girl. So guys, that was my reading on Ariana, Cynthia, Ethan, and Lily, and Lena. I wanted to make a reading about that. I didn't touch too much on Wicked just because I feel like, you know, they've already talked about it, and, you know, I've already seen a bunch of interviews on that, so there's no point in me like reading on that because, you know, I already know stuff about what they went through and all that. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for, you know, supporting me and coming to my channel and watching my videos. It means the world to me. If you guys would please subscribe and hit the notification bell for when your bitch pull up. Ding ding, bitch. Okay, and I hope you guys are having a good day or good night whenever or wherever you're watching this. And please remember to be kind to one another, love on each other, and please be safe out there. It's a crazy world we're living in right now, okay? Love and light, guys. Love you all. Namaste. Bye.